Down in the place to be. Forget your cares at the door, most definitely.
What goes on, guys? Today we're back here again with the third and final, as of now, accessory set from Neca. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Universal Monsters Neca Toys accessory set for the one and the only Dracula. I think this is pretty awesome. I actually didn't know that this was like really hitting targets. I saw it at a comic book store one time, but they wanted like $50, and I was like, so I was like, I'm just gonna wait. And I'm happy that I did. The artwork looks great. I love the blues and the reds. Like, I like that aesthetic. You get to see some of the stuff that it comes with. I actually don't really remember what's in this set. And then on the back, you can see that it has some of the animals, I guess. And then obviously it comes with the casket. And luckily, I do have my Dracula here for pictures and stuff. I'm not going to put it on the rotating thing just because it's not really going to work. So there's the barcode if you're looking for it. Again, it is hitting targets right now, but I'm pretty excited to get this one open because this is kind of the one that I wanted the most. Other than the sarcophagus, I really enjoyed that one as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead, get right into this guy. So getting the casket out, I mean, this really is a creature pack. You get 4 different animals. It's kind of cool. And then, of course, you get the backdrop as well, which, if you guys know, I'm not really a huge fan of them. They're hard to store. Now I got to take out a bunch of stuff to put this away, and I don't like that. But the casket's cool. I think a lot of people were asking for this for a while, and I think that this is where Neca maybe got the idea for these accessory packs, was the sarcophagus, and I think that these are a great idea to get other stuff out to the market for people. But there's not much to talk about. So you can see the clasps on the casket here, for your pallbearers to hold and carry down. So they all do like hinge, I guess. So that's pretty cool. They're like actual, I don't know if you wouldn't say chains, but like a locket. It's pretty cool. And then you do see the hinges on there. Kind of wish that they put them on the inside, but, it is like an actual casket. Caskets do have hinges, obviously, for that to open. So it's a little bit darker on the inside. It does have that, like, nice wood grain, but it's very flat. It's textured, but, like, not super heavily where it's, like, wood planked. I like it and I don't at the same time. I don't know. It kind of feels cheap compared to the other ones. Maybe that's just me, but I do like the speckling and airbrushing on the top. It is nice, and then, kind of just lays flat. And if you get your Dracula, you get him over here, the Bela Lugosi one, or your, actually, they haven't done Dracula for the TMNT line yet, so I was going to make that suggestion, but they didn't even do that yet. And then, obviously, bro fits perfect in here. I mean, it's his casket. He's got to fit good in here, so that's pretty awesome. I do like that. I wish it kind of like clipped together better. I don't know. I don't want holes in it, but then I also feel like it should clip. So I don't know how they could have done that. But I think what's really cool is it really does come with like just a bunch of cool little guys. So first off, you get the little bug coming out of his casket. That's pretty cool. You get like it's pretty good paint. I mean, it's got like 3 colors on just that little bug alone, and then a little dry brush on his little casket. So you see the 2 scale thing. It's a pretty big bug no matter what, but it's cool to see that. Speaking of big bugs, sorry for all you spider arachnophobes over there, but man, look at that. That's a wicked spider. You get to see the mouth on there. This kind of reminds me of the spider from The Fly at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert, when he dies in the web. Kind of looks like that. It was around the same time, so I don't know. Looks pretty cool. I really like the red maroonish dry brushing with like the little for the mandibles. Looks awesome. Pretty little cool dude. No articulation. And then I can't tell which one I like more. All right, well, let's go with the marsupial first. The only North American marsupial, the possum. Look at him. He is awesome. He's got great paint. There's browns, there's blacks, there's grays, there's whites. Looks great. You get a dry brush on the tail. He actually does rotate at the tail, which is kind of cool. So possums, being nocturnal, they do hang from their tails. Obviously the sculpts won't reflect that, but you can kind of like hook them on something if you wanted to. But I like that. It's just, dude, he's just a little guy. For real. He's just a little guy. So that's pretty awesome. I love getting animals, so I mean, I like putting all the animals together. But he looks great. Really, really like that. But I think my favorite one, just because I never thought I'd have one in my collection, is the Armadillo. That's awesome. Dude, the paint on this is amazing. It looks better than like a Schleich figure, who like, that's the company that like focuses on animal figures. It looks better than that. I mean, you get a beautiful dry brush on the panels along the tail. This is an 11 banded armadillo, which I don't know if that's an actual thing. I'll have to look that up. But you do get a little bit of pink under there. It would have been awesome if he like crunched a little bit, or like the head moved or something, but it's pretty much just a static figure, and that's fine. I think this armadillo is awesome. It looks really, really cool, and they all scale good with Dracula himself, so they're just like his little creatures. In the book, he can transform into more than just bats, because you did get a bat with Dracula, but he can transform into wolves. I know he can transform into wolves. I forget in the book if it's, I think there's birds. Like, there's a different bird too. Like, and he's able to control all the wolves and stuff. So they did change him a little bit for the movie. But yeah, no, it's cool to see like all these little critters going with him. Finally, you do get the backdrop. This one is like his castle, so it looks cool. I mean, it's very dark. Like, you can really barely make anything out, especially like over here. It's just like the tunnels, and then, you know, the columns, and then there is the casket right there. I don't really know why they would choose that. It's just like really dark. Like, there's just a lot of black spots. Obviously, nothing on the back. So, I don't know. Again, not huge on this, but you can, like, it does kind of make for some cool photos every now and then if you angle the camera right. But I could really do without this and maybe a couple extra accessories. I think the only thing that this is missing that I really would have liked to see in this accessory pack is I think it's kind of light, to be honest, especially compared to the other ones. I think like a bloody mouthed head would have been really cool. I mean, they gave us a lot of heads with the other one, but I think a bloody mouthed head would have been awesome. Even if it's not, like, accurate to the movie, because it kind of is and it's kind of not. I think Neca could have taken some creative liberty and put, like, a bloody head on there, or, like, some bloody hands, too. That would have been really cool to see. So at this point, I mean, I know there's not much to say about it, but at this point, you guys are probably wondering, yo, man, what do you think of these figures? In this accessory pack. I gotta say, I think this is probably one of the most underwhelming ones. I mean, to be fair, I think for the mummy, didn't it just... No, it came with like a little case and the scroll. No, it didn't. I think the mummy was just the sarcophagus, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, it's nice that they're adding more. I think objectively, the one that came with the most stuff would be the Frankenstein one. It's probably my least favorite just because I didn't really feel like I needed the table too bad, but I got them from a comic book store, so I got a good price for it. But I think this one's cool in terms of, like, I just like the little animals, but I think the casket itself is okay. I mean, it's really only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces, so to speak, if you count like the pins and the hinges on the thing. So, and then the animals are painted really good. So, and it is painted nice. I don't like these backdrops at all, but that's just me. So, I think it's pretty good. And at a price point of around $40, you can't really go wrong with something like this. I mean, I think it could be a little bit less, maybe 30 for this would have been a better price, but what are you going to do these days? But anyway, I believe that's all I got for today. So if you've not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I post a lot over there, and I have a lot of fun. So I'm sure you all will too. But as always, let me know. You copping? See you guys in the next one. Peace.